nobody told you how to unfold your love. I don't know how someone controlled you. They bought and sold you. I look at the world and I notice it's turning while my guitar gently weeps. With every mistake we must surely be learning. Still my guitar gently weeps. Hey, how you doing? Justin here today. We are checking out another version of While My Guitar Gently Weeps. If you haven't checked out the first version, which is the original kind of acoustic-y demo, George Harrison, more solo with strings kind of a version, I think you should probably check that out first. However, this is kind of the version that gets jammed the most, these particular set of chords without a capo. And they fit real nice to play. They're lovely to solo over as well. It's a great, just a really, I mean, such a wonderful song. Works lots of different ways. But I figure I want to show you this one, which is just, I'm going to show you the chords and stuff first and give you a few hints about working out your own chord melody while I finish writing a nice chord melody for it to teach you. So there will be a proper chord melody version at some point in the future, hopefully quite soon. But I think it's better if you had a go at doing one yourself, because it's not particularly difficult for this song. The melody notes all fit under the chords, under these particular grips quite easily. Okay, so the first chord we need is an A minor chord. Probably most of you should be familiar with that one. The second chord is an A minor over G. So that's simply putting the little finger down on the 3rd fret of the thickest string. Okay, it's likely to be a bit of a stretch. If you're a beginner, you might find that a little tricky. There is a slight cheat, which is to use your 3rd finger. So just lift off your 3rd finger from the A minor chord and use that. It feels a little bit like a C chord with the 3rd finger on the wrong string if you do it that way. And personally, I prefer the sound of holding the whole chord down and using little finger, but it doesn't really matter. One advantage if you do the little finger version is that the next chord, which is a D7 over a D7 over F sharp, is that all you need to do then is move 2nd finger down to the 2nd fret of the thickest string. Okay? Thinner string, you can leave it open, which kind of makes it a D9, but it's D7. You could make it a full D7. It doesn't really sound right to my ears. So just 2nd fret, mute, open, 2nd fret, 1st fret, and thinner string, or mute the thinner string, up to you. And then we're going to an F chord. Now I tend to play it with the thumb playing the bass note, and then 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, and actually most of the time muting the thinner string. You could play F major 7, wouldn't sound bad in this particular key. But yeah, muting the thinnest one's probably the way to go. If you're doing big F, obviously you're going to be playing, you know, full bar chord. You have a slightly less choice about what notes you might select or not select. The other chords that you need for the verses are just C chord, regular C chord, D chord, and E chord, which if you're learning this song, you probably want to be familiar with those. If you're going to play the song, you need your bar chords anyway, so those open chords should be fairly simple for all of you learning this tune. Okay, let's play through the verse and I'll sing you the chords as we go along. So starting off with our A minor, so 3, 4, A minor to a G bass, to an F sharp bass, then to an F chord, A minor to G, then to D, to E, A minor, then to G bass, then to F sharp bass, then to F chord, A minor to G, then to C, to E, and then we're into the chorus. So the chorus, we've got an A chord, A major chord. You probably want to use your 1st finger little bar there, but there'd be, you can use the 3-fingered version if you prefer, whatever works most comfortably for you. Then we've got a C sharp minor chord. So 1st finger root note is the 4th fret of the 5th string, minor shape obviously. Then it's to an F sharp minor, 2nd fret, thicker string root, back to C sharp minor, to B minor, which is 2 frets down for 2 bars, and then to 2 bars of E. So A, going to C sharp minor, F sharp minor, back to C sharp minor, B minor for 2 bars, and then E. A, and it's to C sharp minor, F sharp minor, then back to C sharp minor, B minor for 2 bars, and then E. And that's the chord sequences for this tune. But it's obviously not that simple. If you're going to play a little bit more of the Beatles-y original kind of band vibe, the strumming pattern's a little different to the first version that I showed you as well, which is more about picking out notes individually, which I think is a really useful thing to learn if you're going to do the chord melody version, right? But the actual Beatles one, to get that kind of feel, is a bit more 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, with a bit more kind of a bass feeling on beats 1 and 2. So you get a bit more of this boom. Down, bass, bass, down, up, bass, bass, down, up, bass, bass. So just doing kind of the first 2 down strums, I'm focusing more on the thicker strings. And then down, up, more on the thinner strings as being the focus. Okay, obviously lots of variations that you can use at different points in this song, some of which I want to explain to you now. And I'm going to give you some hints on the chord melody, so that if you want to start getting involved with that and where the twiddles might work really well, it really would be a great thing for you to have a go at doing some of that stuff on your own and working out your own chord melody version before I give you one, okay? Okay, let's just talk about what's going on there. It's an A minor chord, but I'm usually lifting off my first finger and putting it back down. Look at you all. And that all is playing the note that's already there on the 3rd string. Okay, and then the F, you can get the melody note there with the little finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay, now obviously that involves playing the F chord with the thumb over, which is a little bit more difficult, but you can do it with the bar chord. You end up having to play like an F7, but you're muting the note that would be the F7, which is the 4th string, if you do it that way. Okay, but it's possible. But even just in that little part there, I'm already showing you a lot of the way to approach playing this tune if you wanted to do a chord melody of it, because you can hear quite clearly. Okay, a lot of the melody fits really nicely under the fingers, even here. So all of that section, I'm not going to give you that straight away. I told you, don't freak out. I am going to do a chord melody version for you and explain exactly how to do all of these things, but I think it's better if you have a go on your own. I've given you the chords, give it a try. One thing I just noticed there, which I think is on the original recording as well, is this nice climb up on the E. So just playing a regular open E chord, and then you do 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the thicker string, mutes the 5th string, open D string, and third finger down the second fret of the third string, which I guess is kind of a D7 or a D over F sharp bass. And then if you slide that up 2 frets and put first finger down in the second fret of the fourth string. Okay, it's a bit of a stretch, but it works. Gives you that nice going back to the A minor there. So it's a really nice kind of harmonic movement. There's a few different approaches to that particular idea, but I think is the best one. You can, I just swapped over then and actually used my third and fourth fingers in the fourth fret and my first finger in the second fret. So you can do it that way as well. You can play the thinnest 2 strings if you want as well. Okay, so there's lots of different approaches that you can use with a song like this, and there's so many chordal variations that you can do. Twiddles with F, got all of that lovely kind of Hendrixy hammer-ons with the second finger. Oh, it's another one. I'm just trying to go through the different things I think about when I'm playing, all the things that I can hear. The E, sus4, and then playing the second string. So I'm just focusing with the upstrokes, first fret, second fret, open second string. You could do that whether you're doing a chord melody or not. You know, it's such a great jammy kind of a tune, the way that the chords work so nicely together. They fit under the fingers really nicely. There's lots of twiddles you can do, and you don't have to overplay it. I mentioned this in the other video. You know, it's such a beautiful song. Don't feel like you have to add loads of twiddly stuff, because especially if you kind of muck it up and you go out of time or something, it's definitely not worth it. So make sure you've got a real solid foundation and you can play it real good before you start adding the fancy stuff in. But adding the fancy stuff in is just really, really good fun. So I don't think you should miss out on it. And so I think that's enough for now on this tune. Have a go at working out your own chord melody. I was doing it all with the pick, but you can definitely be doing it fingerstyle as well. Find an approach that you like. See if you can find a way of playing the melody for the song and the chords at the same time. And then I'm going to come back and show you another version where I actually write out an arrangement. I'll probably write it out. I don't think I can give you the tab because I have the copyright police jumping all over me, but I'll explain it carefully enough so that you're able to learn a version, one arrangement that I make up for this particular tune, which I'm sure will be lots of fun. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you dig what I do. Do go and check out the website as well. It's all nicely organized for you, all kind of structured and little courses and stuff like that. It makes things a lot easier to find. And I'll see you for plenty more very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.